welcome to Casual Leaves. Today I am taking you through a process that I've done for my Philodendron Verrucosum. It's a juvenile plant that I've had, as you may have seen in some of my past videos. I have decided to completely chop off the plant, leaving the mother plant separately and doing water propagations for the cuttings. I have done this in order to help me with the size of the leaves and basically improve the overall health of the plant and just achieve a fuller, bushier, bigger plant. This is the mother plant after the cutting has been taken, and I just want to document the journey here and take you through it and basically how I decided to go ahead and what all I did about it. So just gonna take you through that. I'm editing this today, so I'm shooting this part now, but I've done the whole process a day before, and I'm gonna put those clips ahead of this one now, and I'll take you through everything that we've been doing so far. So let's get into it. So as you can see, the vine of my verrucosum had become really tall. It really couldn't support itself, and I know for a fact that the roots aren't that many under there. So I'm anyway gonna take that call and chop this off. I had put the moss stick a while back, had extended it, but now is the right time to remove it and chop it off. I had watered the plant around 3-4 days back, and I had given it the spider mites treatment as well. That makes sure that now when I chop off the cuttings, they have enough water already in the vines so that it really doesn't take shock. So it's advised that you water the plants at least 2-3 days before you decide to chop off any plant for propagations. Simply removing the moss stick, I had tied the vine with some ropes. I have removed them, untied them, and this is the length of the vine, which is like pretty long. Honestly, if the leaf sizes wouldn't have become so small in this middle section, I would not want to chop it off, but it's better to do this now because in the future this is not the leaf size which can really become better, so it's best to chop it off right in the start. As I suspected, the roots aren't so developed. They're very fine roots, very thin roots, and barely a couple of roots which have some length in them. A lot of the roots are stuck in the moss which the plant was when it arrived after purchase. It had been very difficult even in the past to remove the moss, and hence when I repotted it and I had once checked it for roots, I had to just leave it be. The same thing is now. I'm really unable to remove the moss from the roots. They're stuck very close together, but I'm gonna try my best. There's literally one long root and the rest of them are somewhere in this moss, and I can't really disturb it much further because it's a very delicate situation. So I'm just gonna try to see what is the best possible scenario, and I'll try to leave it as undisturbed as possible. Just taking my shears, and I'm gonna take this bottom section which have the longest leaves, the leaves the plant came with. I'm just gonna keep that as one section for the mother plant, which will have the roots and it will go into soil. Moving on, we will get to the rest of the vine. The top part of the leaves are larger, thicker, bigger, better, while the bottom ones are very delicate and very small in size. making sure there are at least 2 nodes which I will be submerging in water. So I'm just removing some of the leaves so that I have a good set of nodes which I can put in my propagation test tubes. So here I have all the cuttings. There are 4 cuttings which I've taken off the rest of the stem, while the mother plant is going to go into the soil, and they look pretty healthy. The top part of the top cutting basically has a new leaf coming in, so I'm hoping that that survives and it doesn't really get affected. In the meantime, I also need to empty my test tube of this watermelon Pepperomia propagation. So I'm just going to remove it. These are the roots. They are known to have very fine roots, and I think they're a decent size. If I keep it more, I know it's just going to affect the stem of the cutting, and it's just going to get spoiled in water. So I'm just going to take this clear container, and I'm just going to put my soil-less magic potting mix, and I'm just going to put in the cutting into it. This was one of the biggest leaves the plant had come with, so I had, in an attempt to save it, propagated it, and I'm really happy of how it's looking right now. Just putting the cuttings into the water test tube station I have, and I'm just trying to align them in a way that the nodes get submerged in water while the leaves remain out of it. Leaves are the first one to get damaged if they're submerged in water for too long. Next, I'm going to take the mother plant and again do the same thing. Put some soil at the bottom of this clear container and just prop the cutting into it. I'm also taking a look at my Philodendron Gloriosum. If you've seen my past videos, I've been trying to propagate this, and unfortunately spider mites have gotten it bad again. So I'm going to chop off one of the leaves and just keep the healthy one and see if it can remain to be and matures into a proper plant and takes shape. Well, so here we are now. I have my cuttings of my juvenile Philodendron Verrucosum, my watermelon Pepperomia, and the mother plant, and my Philodendron Gloriosum all done. Everyone's in place, and I'm just gonna watch over them for the next couple of days. Gonna keep my eyes peeled, gonna keep a very close eye on them, and I will keep updating the progress on the channel, and I'm hoping this does really well. I'm placing the Verrucosum next to the humidifier because it really needs high humidity or the leaves will start getting stuck. So I have kept it in its original spot next to the humidifier, and I'm hoping, really hoping and crossing my fingers that it does well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am am gonna try and shoot more often now. I was really busy with a lot of things going on and I really didn't have time, but I really want to continue making plant videos, just talk about things that I do. And yeah, if you liked it, do give a thumbs up to this video, do subscribe, come back for more videos, and I will see you guys again. Bye.